With ridiculous speed, insane power, and a training routine that pushes limits, Naoya Inoue is built differently. From brutal sparring to freakish speed drills, every workout is designed to keep him levels above the competition. Today, we're diving into how Inoue sharpens his skills, his brutal sparring sessions, intense sprinting,
10、15、6、7、8、9。
freakish speed training, and everything in between. Buckle up, because this is next level dedication. When it comes to sparring, Inoue doesn't hold back. He trains like he fights, explosive, calculated, and ruthless. Stepping into the ring with him isn't just practice, it's a survival test. His sparring partners aren't just random fighters, they're handpicked to push him to his limits. Some are chosen for their power, others for their speed, and some just for their ability to take punishment. Each round is an intense chess match, where Inoue perfects his timing, precision, and movement. You'll see him testing angles, slipping punches like a ghost, and then countering with pinpoint accuracy. He doesn't just throw punches, he sets traps, feints, body shots, head movement. Everything is part of the setup for a devastating finish. His ability to read his opponent mid-round and adjust on the fly is what makes him so dangerous. But here's what separates Inoue from the rest: his composure. Even when sparring partners bring the heat, he never looks rattled. He absorbs the pressure, adapts, and then punishes mistakes. Watching him spar, you'd think he's in a real fight every time. And honestly, for his sparring partners, it might feel like one. Inoue might be a speed demon, but don't let that fool you, he's built like a tank.
毎朝上り下りすることで腕力を鍛えてきました。
Every morning, Inoue pushes his body to the limit by climbing up and down a thick rope, hand over hand, building insane upper body strength and endurance. With each pull, his grip tightens, his arms burn, and his core engages to keep him stable. He repeats this over and over, sometimes adding weight to his ankles to make it even harder. By the time he finishes, his arms feel like they've been through a war, but that's exactly the point. And his weightlifting routine isn't about bulking up, it's about functional power. Every movement is designed to make him hit harder, move faster, and last longer. His strength workouts focus on explosive power. Think deadlifts, squats, and Olympic lifts, movements that build serious knockout force. He's not just lifting heavy for the sake of it, he's training his muscles to fire off on his opponents. When you see him throwing punches, you're not just seeing speed, you're seeing raw power generated from every inch of his body. And then there's core training. Inoue's body shots break ribs for a reason. His ab workouts are straight up brutal, with hundreds of reps, medicine ball slams, hanging leg raises, and even sprinting up the stairs at full speed like it's nothing. Rock solid core isn't just for taking hits, it's what turns every punch into a knockout shot. What's even crazier is his endurance. Strength training isn't just about being explosive, it's about maintaining that explosiveness for 12 rounds. He lifts, then immediately goes into bodyweight circuits, high rep sets, or resistance band work to keep his muscles firing even when exhausted. That's why he doesn't slow down in the later rounds. He's built for war. Inoue's speed training is all about sharpening his reflexes and making his hands lightning fast. He drills non-stop, throwing rapid-fire combinations on the mitts, making sure every punch snaps back instantly. Speed bags and double end bags keep his rhythm sharp, forcing him to stay quick while maintaining control. He also works on explosive reaction drills, where his coach randomly signals for him to strike, helping him react in an instant. Some days he shadow boxes with resistance bands to build even more speed, so when the bands come off, his hands feel weightless. It's this relentless speed work that makes his punches not just powerful, but nearly impossible to see coming. One of his favorite drills is his pad work. When he hits the mitts, it's like watching a machine gun in action. The way he strings combinations together with precision and fluidity is almost hypnotic. But it's not just about speed, it's about economy of motion. Every punch is thrown with just the right amount of effort, never wasting an ounce of energy. Footwork is another big piece of the puzzle. Inoue isn't just fast with his hands, his feet move just as quickly. Ladder drills, cone drills, skipping rope at insane speeds. It all adds up to his ability to glide around the ring like he's floating. His ability to get in, land devastating shots, and get out before his opponent even reacts is why he rarely takes clean hits. Inoue's shadowboxing isn't just about throwing punches, it's about perfection. Every session, he moves with purpose, visualizing an opponent in front of him. His footwork stays light, gliding across the ring as he throws sharp jabs, powerful hooks, and precise counters. He mixes in head movements, slipping and rolling as if dodging real punches. Sometimes he shadow boxes with small weights in his hands to build endurance, making his punches feel even faster when the gloves go on. Other times, he does it in front of a mirror, fine-tuning every angle and motion. You can have all the power and speed in the world, but if you gas out, it means nothing. Inoue's endurance training is brutal. Long-distance runs for stamina, sprints for explosive bursts, and high-intensity interval training to simulate the demands of a real fight. Then there's his insane work ethic. The man doesn't stop. Even after hours of training, he'll stay back, sharpening his technique, working on minor adjustments, and ensuring he's improving every single day. That's what separates champions from legends. The obsession with being better than they were yesterday.
Mike, do you think the winner, did you see the monster Inoue? Do you think he's the best pound for pound, or the winner of this fight is the best fighter in the world?
Japanese fighter is the best fighter.
Mike, they've
For my
said,
opinion on it, I'm nobody, but I think it's the best fighter.
Mike, the idea's been thrown out there for him to move up to 130 fight to fight Gervonta Davis down the line. Could you see that fight happening?
Yeah, listen, how much he wants to move? He's 122 now, right?
122.
When one of the most feared fighters in history calls you the best, you know you're doing something right. Mike Tyson, the man who dominated the heavyweight division with explosive knockouts, recently spoke about Naoya Inoue, and he didn't hold back. During a discussion about boxing's pound-for-pound best, Tyson was asked if Inoue had already secured that title, or if the winner of an upcoming fight would take the top spot. Without hesitation, Tyson responded, "Yeah, I think he's the best." Coming from a legend who knows exactly what it takes to be a truly dominant fighter, that's massive praise. Tyson also weighed in on the idea of Inoue moving up in weight, potentially to 130 pounds for a future showdown with Gervonta Davis. "Did you see the monster Inoue?" he said, acknowledging Inoue's raw talent before questioning the fight's logistics. "Hey, why don't they fight at 132 or something like that?" He pointed out that if Inoue is currently at 122 pounds and Gervonta fights at 135, a catchweight could be possible. For a heavyweight legend to recognize a smaller fighter like this is rare, but it just proves how special Inoue is. He's not just great for his weight class, he's one of the best in the entire sport. When someone like Mike Tyson sees greatness in you, it means you're on your way to becoming a legend. And for Inoue, that journey is far from over. But the road ahead isn't easy. Inoue has tough challenges waiting for him, with dangerous opponents like Ramon Cardenas and Murodjon Akhmadaliev standing in his way. Both fighters bring very different threats, meaning Inoue has to keep evolving to stay on top. Cardenas is a sharp counterpuncher who waits for mistakes and then fires back fast. To beat him, Inoue has to be even harder to hit. Right now, his high guard is great, but he can add more head movement, slipping, rolling, and angling out after punching so he doesn't stay in the same spot. This way, even if Cardenas tries to counter, he'll be hitting air. One of the best ways for Inoue to prepare is by sparring with fighters who focus on counterpunching. This will make him think before attacking and sharpen his defense. Every time he throws a punch, he needs a way out, whether it's a quick pivot, a step back, or another punch to stop the counter. He can also use more feints to make Cardenas hesitate. If Inoue can make him second guess his counters, he'll be in control of the fight. Another useful drill is reaction training. For example, having a coach randomly call out defense moves, slip, roll, step back, right after a punch combo. This forces Inoue to react fast and build muscle memory so he doesn't get caught by surprise counters.
Hey, fun!
Shot, brilliant punch figure. Right, left, right, left, and he's down. Down he goes.
Whereas MJ fights at a crazy pace. He never stops throwing punches, and if Inoue slows down, MJ will take over. To make sure this doesn't happen, Inoue has to work on throwing strong punches for longer periods without getting tired. A great way to train for this is by using heavier gloves during bag work and sparring. If he can throw hard, fast punches with extra weight on his hands, his real fight speed will feel much easier. Another method is volume punching, doing non-stop combinations on the heavy bag or mitts for extended rounds. Instead of short explosive bursts, he should focus on keeping a steady, powerful rhythm for minutes at a time. Jump rope routines with short rest periods can also help.
Dancing in the moonlight, gazing at the stars so bright, holding you until the sunrise, sleeping till the midnight.
MJ likes to push the pace, so Inoue should train his body to recover fast in between bursts of action. High-intensity interval training, where he throws quick, powerful combinations for 30 to 45 seconds, rests for 10 seconds, then goes again, will simulate a real fight's demands. Both Cardenas and MJ are tough in close range, but for different reasons. Cardenas looks for sneaky counters, while MJ tries to smother opponents with non-stop pressure. Inoue needs to be able to hold his ground and fight up close when needed. Strength training for clinch control will be key. Adding resistance bands to punching drills can help build the strength to push off opponents and create space. Another great drill is wall work, pushing against a heavy bag or a partner to simulate staying balanced while someone leans on him. This will stop MJ from bullying him in the clinch. Inoue should also sharpen his inside punches. Short hooks, uppercuts, and body shots need to be second nature. Instead of backing up when MJ pressures, he can stand his ground, rip a body shot, and pivot away. He should spend extra rounds practicing inside fighting with sparring partners who push forward aggressively. Mental toughness training is just as important. Fighting guys like MJ means facing non-stop pressure, so Inoue should simulate these moments in training. One drill is starting sparring rounds at a disadvantage. Maybe his sparring partner begins with a lead, forcing Inoue to fight harder to catch up. This conditions his mind to stay calm under pressure. Naoya Inoue isn't just great, he's a different breed. His training is a relentless grind, a constant pursuit of perfection. Whether he's sparring, lifting, sharpening his speed, or pushing his endurance, every second is dedicated to making sure he's levels above the competition. That's why when he steps into the ring, it's not just a fight, it's a statement. What do you think about Inoue's training routine? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fight content.